Here we're going to do the dumbbell incline shoulder abduction. So you want to set up on an incline bench, make sure everything is nice and stable. We're going to use a lightweight dumbbell, and you're going to be keeping this arm like it's attached to the body for the entire movement. We want that upper part of your arm to stay on your side body. So you're going to take the weight, and we're going to be making sure that we're bringing it out to the side. So here you can see that I have my arm next to my body. It's going to stay there for the entire movement of the exercise. So we grip the weight, palm in, and you're going to start at the bottom and then open up the shoulders to rotate out, keeping that upper arm attached to the side body, and then lower, bring it back down to the starting position. And then we're going to raise it back up. And that is the abduction part of the exercise. Here we're really working to stabilize through the shoulder joints. We're working the rotator cuff muscle on the back of the shoulder. That's the only place that we should be feeling this entire exercise. You shouldn't feel it in the front of the shoulder. You shouldn't feel it really in the side, but just only in the back of the shoulder as we strengthen the outer part of the rotator cuff. So again, we want to keep that arm nice and tight to the side body. We don't want the elbow to be coming up from the side body. So again, keeping it attached, and we're just opening and closing the shoulder joint as we rotate the arm out to the side. So we don't want to be flinging it. We don't need a super heavy weight. We just want to make sure that we're really, really using the muscle on the back side of the shoulder.
We're going to practice an arm bar. This is a kettlebell exercise for shoulder stabilization. So I'm going to show you first how to do it on the left and then how to do it on the right. So we bring the kettlebell up to our chest. You're going to go ahead and grab it. So underhand, and then over, the second hand goes over the top. So head goes down, we're on our side. We're going to bring the kettlebell in, we're going to lay on your back. If we have the bell in the left hand, the right leg is going to go long. The left foot is going to come up, so it's just right behind the glute. Okay, make sure that we're nice and flat on the ground here. We want to make sure we're not in the anterior pelvic tilt position. So get that core tight and get your spine neutral. Your opposite hand, the right hand in this instance, is going up overhead. So then we're all opposites here, right? You're going to take that left arm, you're going to press it up towards the ceiling. So stabilized through the shoulder. You want that hand stacked right over the shoulder, and you want it to stay over the shoulder as much as possible. You're going to push up through the shoulder joint. So here we have a lot of the rotator cuff muscles are all firing, stabilizing that shoulder. You should also feel contraction in the core as you're pushing that arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to push it up high, roll over, take the left leg, bring it around. Keep that arm over the shoulder as best as you can, and take your chest towards the floor. And then carefully you're going to unwind yourself. So bring it back to your back, bring that foot back behind the glute, and then carefully lower the arm back down to the shoulder. So then we take the bell up overhead, bring it around to the other side. Now the left hand is under, and the right hand's going to go on top. Okay, so this time left leg goes long, and you're going to push, the left arm reaches up, the right arm is going to push up this time. So it's nice and straight. Okay, contract the core, and then push up through that shoulder joint, up, 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 reach with the leg, keep the arm, the hand right over the shoulder, and then lower the chest towards the floor. So this is also working on lower back mobilization. Bring it back. Nice and controlled, bring it down, and then you can circle it back around and come back to the other side. And that is your kettlebell armbar. Okay, so this exercise is for strengthening the rotator cuff muscle, but it also really activates the medial delt. So you're taking a circle band, like we use for squats, and you're going to place it over your wrists. And then you bring your arms so that they're right down by your sides, right? We're gonna bend the elbows at 45. And all we're doing now is pivoting the shoulder joint. So your elbows do not move, nothing moves, just the shoulder joint. So take your hands, press into the band so that you have some tension. Elbows still hug your sides. And then you're gonna rotate the shoulder joint so that your hands come up. Elbows should be at about that 45 degrees. And then you're gonna lower back down to the starting position. So the only thing that's moving is the shoulder joint. You're keeping tension on that band just like you would if we were doing squat walks. And the only place you want to feel this is the entire shoulder. We're gonna do another shoulder activation. So grabbing a circle band, I have a physical therapy one, placing it on the wrist. We want to pull the wrists out, but keep the elbows so that they're in line with the shoulders. We don't want our elbows going like this. They want to stay like this the whole time. Then we're going to face the wall. This lets you really see your elbows, right? You're gonna step out a little bit, get your core tight, and then starting with the elbows right there at shoulder height, keep the tension on the back, slide your arms up the wall. Try to keep your forearms on the wall, and then bring it back down. Again. And it's very, very important here that we keep pulling our elbows in so that they're staying in line with the shoulders. As we're doing this, you'll feel so many muscles inside the shoulders activating. It gets quite burning, honestly, as it stabilizes just the shoulders, more so when we're bringing the bands up, right? Keep those elbows together, and then bring them back down. Again, up, and bring them back down. And that will help build shoulder, internal shoulder strength and stability, and also help to keep us free of common injuries that happen in the gym due to shoulder instability and freeze. All right, so we're going to do a shoulder exercise. It's rotation. We're going to use a resistance band. All we're doing is rotating the shoulders. So the only place you really want to feel this exercise is on the back, the rear delt. So the back side of the shoulder. You want to attach your band to something. And then we want the band down a little bit. So maybe think about like waist height. Yeah. And then what we do, this is easiest if you do one arm at a time, okay? And we're just rotating. So we're gonna hold the band with one arm. I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see. So we're gonna hold the band with one arm. This other arm, we're gonna bring it up to shoulder height. See how it's my elbow is in line with my shoulder. And then all we're doing is we're rotating the shoulder. And then go back to starting, and then rotating. So you just come down so that that forearm is parallel with the floor. Rotate the shoulder joint. Bring your arm so it's now perpendicular, and then go back to starting. So all we're doing is rotating that shoulder joint. You shouldn't feel this in the traps. You shouldn't feel it in the chest. The only place you should feel it is right here on the back side of the shoulder. So if we go here, bring that arm so it's in line, and then rotate. So you can see that my elbow's not moving all around. The arm is staying very stationary. The only thing that's moving is the shoulder joint. Okay, so we're just here, bring it back. Here, bring it back. That's it. All right, that is your shoulder rotation with the resistance band. Hi, I'm Coach Clarissa. I am the founder of Vegan Fit for Life, and I am so happy to connect with you. I was able to completely transform my life in a positive manner by finding the gym and by changing my nutrition so that I was eating appropriately for my body. And I am very happy and very excited to be able to share that with you. Thanks for joining us.